Someone ought to put you in a mental hospital. They didn't have the chance! Alright, I put up an 18-plus year Oscar-winning performance! And they didn't see past Jack Daly squat!
I think I'm feeling purple vibes today. If you're on a date with a guy and he asks to split the bill, all you say is, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were struggling. I got it." And then pay for the entire meal and never talk to him again. If you're stuck in a talking stage, I'm going to tell you exactly how to get out of it. 3 steps. Number 1, do whatever you want. If he has a problem with him not being your priority, then maybe he needs to have a boyfriend-girlfriend talk with you. Number 2, stop hooking up with him. If you're stuck in a hookup phase, just stop. And then when he reaches out, just say, "Hey, sorry, really thought about it, but I'm looking for something more serious. If you don't want that, all good, no pressure, just wanted to let you know where I'm at." And number 3, distract yourself. Go download some dating apps, talk to other guys, put the energy in the universe that you could have anyone that you want. There's tons of guys out there. I'm telling you, he will feel it and try to wipe you up so quick.
These girls who make these TikToks talking about this is how you're supposed to date men and this is what we're entitled to, or you should just replace the entire guy and go out and see other dudes. These girls who make these videos, guys, are absolutely so beyond clueless. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, it's always the girls who will talk about putting good energy into the universe and those who preach, oh, tolerance and acceptance and let's all just be a part of the community, that are some of the most closed-minded and arrogant people to ever walk the face of the planet. Guys, just for some context before we start responding to some of these videos, I wanted to quickly pull up the comments section to this particular video. So what you're seeing right now is some of the comments on the video that we just last watched right there. And as you can see, it's got 7,338 likes on it. It's got many, many more views because that's the way that TikTok works. 37 comments. And let's just take a read, of what some of these women have to say before we really jump into today's episode, okay? So we have an individual here with 107 likes on her comment who says, "I literally forget that a man exists if he isn't spoiling me and paying my bills." Okay, and then we got another woman down here named Cleta who says, this one right here who says, "Okay, I have a question. How do you get a guy to go from exclusive to girlfriend? He's great, treats me great, but this girl wants that title." Gentlemen, these women are so absolutely clueless, and this is exactly why a lot of people will say that you should not be taking dating advice, particularly from girls, on TikTok. Okay, so without further ado, guys, we're going to be jumping into some of these TikToks, responding to them, beginning with this one right here. So as always, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and we're going to go on a journey together and get an absolute headache. So let's take a listen.
I think I'm feeling purple vibes today. If you're on a date with a guy and he asks to split the bill, all you say is, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were struggling. I got it." And then pay for the entire meal and never talk to him again.
This is a fantastic... Hey, guys, why don't we just give her credit here and say that this is fantastic advice if you want to stay single for the rest of your damn life, okay? A lot of the times... I've made this point so many times, guys, but girls will get frustrated. They'll get angry at men for not paying for them. Now, it might not necessarily be because the guy has no money. A lot of dudes have the money to spend on a date. They're willing to take you out. They would, they wouldn't mind a relationship, okay? But here's the thing. A lot of men also are not interested in paying for your meal because they don't want to pay for you. Okay, why won't he make me a girlfriend? Why won't he pay for things? Why won't he do things for me? Maybe, right, this is just a crazy idea. Maybe he doesn't want to. Okay, so these girls running around here saying that I require money, I require finances, I require support, or else a man won't get the time of day from me. You can carry that until you're 40 plus years of age and you are crying alone with your cats. Okay, but you know what? I don't think these girls will ever realize, as is depicted by how many of these TikTok videos are floating around. So let's take a listen to the next video and respond to that as well. Oh my goodness, man. This is... All right, let's take a listen.
If you're stuck in a talking stage, I'm I'm going to tell you exactly how to get out of it.
You know, when a girl opens a video like that, you just know it's doomed, right? I'm stuck in a talking stage. You're trying to lock down somebody who has no interest in getting a relationship into a relationship with you. And I'll say this exact same thing to dudes as well, guys. It is stupid to chase people who have no interest in you. I don't care if you're a dude, I don't care if you're a girl, okay? If you know your interests aren't there, why the hell are you chasing people who don't match up to what you're looking for? And this is what these girls realize way too damn late. What they do, guys, this is amazing, okay? I have nothing against having standards, guys. I think that boundaries are fantastic. I think that fathers teach their children boundaries, okay? But these girls, what they do is they take standards and boundaries, and what they do is they set them to be so ridiculously high, and they set them so ridiculously late. So yeah, you can be 40 plus years of age, still out here, you know, hunting for your 6'3" Prince Charming who makes 100K plus a year, but chances are you're going to be looking forever, and that's nobody's fault but your own. But let's take a listen to the rest of this.
3 steps. Number 1, do whatever you want. If he has a problem with him not being your priority, then maybe he needs to have a boyfriend-girlfriend talk with you. Number 2,
he needs to have a boyfriend-girlfriend's talk with you. He needs to make it serious. He needs to put a ring on that finger. Hell no. And this is something that's so amazing as well, gentlemen, is like, we got all these people out here casually dating, okay? Right? But the thing that these girls don't seem to understand is that if a man sees you going from dude to dude and doing whatever the hell you want, that's fine. But it literally just instantly disqualifies you as someone who's going to be taken seriously. Now, you can cry about that, you can be upset about that, you can say that men are evil, men are awful, I intimidate men, whatever you want to throw it at us, basically, okay? But the fact of the matter is that men do not want to get with girls who have been with plenty of other dudes. It's a terrible investment, if anything, guys. It really is. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to wife up these girls who, you know, have been with your entire friend group? Or it's an embarrassment, guys. It really is.
Stop hooking up with him. If you're stuck in a hookup phase, just stop. And then when he reaches out, just say, hey, sorry, really thought about it, but I'm looking for something more serious.
You know, for as much as these videos are kind of sad, guys, you've also got to see the funny side at a certain point, don't you? I'm looking for something more serious. It's the timing of these videos is what makes it kind of funny, guys, because you see all of this talk of, oh, I want something serious, right? I need a real man. I need a guy to step up. I need a guy with insert XYZ sort of attributes, okay? Whether that be integrity, security, which we all know to be money, okay? Insert any of these things. These things start to become more and more important as the girl realizes, oh crap, I'm not going to be able to get them forever. Like her prince, she, you know, she's looking at her watch, guys. The 40 mark is coming up, and she's like, damn, I really wish I could get that Prince Charming. And what ends up happening is that the men that she goes on and continues to date, she's going to treat them progressively worse and worse because her standards have risen, right?
If you don't want that, all good, no pressure, just wanted to let you know where I'm at. And number 3, distract yourself. Go download some dating apps, talk to other guys, put the energy in the universe that you could have anyone that you want. There's tons of guys out there. I'm telling you, he will feel it and try to wipe you up so quick.
That end part might be the most disgusting part of the entire video, right? If a dude doesn't want to take you seriously, hey, what better way to get him to commit than to go out there and talk to other men? Absolutely intelligent, guys. Round of applause. These girls have cracked the code of dating. You see, the problem is when you go out and do that, all you're doing is screwing yourself over. These girls, I've come to the conclusion over time, guys, like they must think we're just absolutely stupid, right? Like we don't see this crap. TikTok exists now, guys. Like I see a lot of comments before we just get into the next video here, right? When I see these TikToks, not all of the girl ones, there is a growing amount of men who have started to realize what the hell is going on. And the girls are just making it worse for themselves. right? It used to be, okay, dudes can waste like 20 plus years of their life, go out and get married, get screwed over by the divorce courts and stuff like that. But dudes of young age are seeing this stuff thrown in their face via TikTok, and they're getting woken up very early. So let's take a listen. I haven't actually listened to these next couple of TikToks, and let's see what these people have to say. And again, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments to some of this clownery.
Here is my life as it stands.
Oh, can't wait
I
to hear
got
about
fired
it.
from my job. I got fired hard, so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna book a plane ticket across the country so I can sleep in an older man's bed and be taken care of for a week, because I can't handle this shit anymore, dude. I can't handle it. And shit.
Wait, so this woman got fired from her job. So, wait, I thought, hang on. Let's just wind back the tapes. I thought that we were strong and independent. Okay, but you can't hold down a job. So what do? You go to an older man, not because you love him, not because you care about him, but because you need the security. Okay, I think we're all caught up.
It sucks, and shit sucks, but at least I won't be paying for dinner tonight.
This morning, I get a message from a lady on Instagram saying I post too much and that I'm ugly. Well, after doing a little digging, I find out she works at a salon about an hour away from me. So I called and made an appointment and asked specifically for her. Needless to say, tomorrow morning she's going to be waxing and bleaching my butthole.
All right.
Is that not just super weird? Like, couldn't you just not do that? You know what I mean? Guys, something that I've really started to notice as well is like the level of gossiping that goes on between people is pretty ridiculous, right? You'll see dudes out here who are in relationships, they're going out here, they're trying to date, and what they come to realize is that women will just share absolutely everything with each other. They'll say that locker room talk between men is terrible, and like, we need to put our foot down and stop those devilish jokes between men, okay? But if you guys have heard these girls talk about their relationships or talk about each other, right? Talk about each other. You would be absolutely surprised.
Right. Dating story time. So let's get into it.
Oh,
I got set up on a
fantastic.
date with a guy, and this is why I do not go on dates that are set up, because I like to scope out the scene. I like to get to know the person before. Anyways, it's kind of like a blind date. She gave me his phone number, and he started texting me, and we started talking that way. He's like, all right, you want to go get tacos on a Tuesday in Toronto? I'm like, cool, let's go. We chose La Carnita, and if you know Toronto, you need to make a reservation to get in anywhere, like at a Mexican restaurant on a Tuesday. Like Taco Tuesday is such a thing. So he says he'll make a reservation. I'm like, cool. So we meet at the restaurant. We go to La Carnita. He makes no reservation. That is the first problem. I'm like, oops, okay, that's fine. Roll with the punches, Let's find something else. We walk down, find another place that, had some room. We ended up at Anejo. We got tacos there. And then literally shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan when we sit down. He starts talking. And he's telling me about his life, doesn't ask me any questions, eyes glaze over every time I talk. And the first or second, I guess, thing he says to me is, I like to have sex with girls on the first or second date so that the sexual tension is out of the way. At this point, I'm flabbergasted. That's literally the only word I can tell you. I am flabbergasted. I'm like, did I?
You know what's interesting about these girls who will say this dude said something awful, okay, and it really put me off, or they're calling it the ick now, right? This guy gave me the ick because he said XYZ. Which, fair enough, guys. I'm of the opinion that, to be honest, if you're a dude who's out there dating, less is more. I think a lot of guys over talk, and I agree with her. I think we as dudes, we talk a bit too much. I think that we could tone down the talking, let the girls talk. I don't give a crap, okay? But here's the thing I have to say about this, right? Is girls will deem something to be creepy, or they'll deem it to be offensive, or they'll deem it to be whatever the hell negative connotations are associated with what's said, depending on how attractive the man is. Okay, if you guys have seen, I think, a fantastic content creator called It's a Gundam, many of you guys may know him. I'm a huge fan of his content. I think he makes great videos. quite a while ago, he made a video of hypergamous women on Tinder, okay? And guys, I would encourage you, after you watch this video, to go and watch that video by It's a Gundam, okay? He shows screenshots of basically a guy sets up a couple of different profiles and just says the most outlandish crap, okay, like the most insane crap you've ever heard. And of course, the man who's attractive, he gets away with everything. He gets away with everything under the sun. And when I say under the sun, guys, I mean some of the most awful crap you will ever see that I will never condone in my life, okay? The attractive man will get away with that, but if the dude's unattractive, then we have some issues. Okay, but guys, I'm actually with her here. I'm of the opinion, guys, that if you're out dating girls, if you're choosing to be a guy who's out there dating, keep the talking to a minimum, right? I heard a content creator some time ago, I can't remember who it was, say that, you know, talking to a girl is like talking to the police, boys. You just, you know, you don't want to say too much, but let's continue.
Hear that, right? Like, what the fuck? Anyways, best believe he ain't getting no second date. I want to get up and run, but like, that's fine. I'm sitting there like, do.
Let me ask the question, okay? This woman right here, I don't know her. I don't know anything about this girl, really. I'm just seeing this video for the first time. But let's just cut the crap here, guys. Do you think that this woman has gotten with a man on the first or second date? Right? It's only offensive because either A, the dude, you know, isn't super attractive, or B, it's just too overt. Right? Doesn't mean that she hasn't done those things before. That's so offensive, says the person who's in all likelihood done those things before. Now, I don't know her, she may, but on the balance of probability, guys, in all likelihood, she has. Right? It's only offensive because she's like, oh, you know, I gotta be modest on the internet, guys. I gotta make myself look a bit good here. Let's continue.
Finish my drink. Like, let's keep drinking. Okay, so I have one too many drinks because like I don't want to be there. So I get a little bit drunk by the end of the night and I'm like, all right, how do I get out of this situation? So like maybe an hour in, I'm like, I'm so sorry, like you're really not my type.
I mean, you could just excuse yourself and say that you have to return because you've got to go to work or do something, get something done. But, you know, what do I know?
I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but it was great getting to know you. He's like, okay. Looks at me, picks up his wallet, walks out. And I'm sitting there like, okay, now what? Like, fuck. And I don't even care about paying the bill. I was just embarrassed. Like, there were so many people there. And I'm just like, okay. And then I like waved down the waitress. I'm like, can I get the bill, please? And she's like, yeah, sure. And she looks at me and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just need the bill. It's probably the most embarrassed I've been in a restaurant in my life. Anyways, moral of the story, don't go on dates with your...
Wait, didn't she reject him, but she's the one who's embarrassed? Anyway, guys, I'll say this before we move on, okay? There's no point getting offended or getting upset or yelling at women or getting in big arguments or anything like that. It really is just such a waste of time. And you make yourself look stupid for doing it. All the girls, if you have an emotional, many of you guys might have known this. I certainly learned this when I was younger. I've made this mistake when I was younger all the damn time, man. I was incredibly stupid. Still am, in all likelihood. But one of the things that you notice is that emotional outbursts are not good. Okay, and girls, what they'll do is they'll just treat it like a victory. Okay, if you're in many of you guys, long-term relationships, marriages, crap like that, if you get upset over something, it's almost like it doesn't matter whether you were right or whether you were wrong. All that matters is that you got emotional, so she'll think to herself, yes, I won, you know? She kind of got away with the victory, so to speak, in her mind at least. It doesn't matter who the hell was right or wrong. We're not out here having emotional outbursts.
Your friends' friends. It's just weird, and like get to know them first, because honestly, it was like literally the weirdest date I've ever been on. And who the fuck says that? Please tell me. And if you say that on first dates, stop. Please stop saying that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it.
Marrying for love is a scam invented by men with nothing to offer.
Marrying is a scam. I didn't think we had to go past that, right? And you know, if you want to be a word that I can't particularly say on YouTube, that's totally fine. But again, it just relegates you to the category of someone who's not going to be taken seriously. Right. If you guys have noticed on TikTok, and I would encourage you not to download that app, but if you guys have TikTok installed, you will notice all these girls saying this exact same crap about how men should pay for them, men should provide for them. Okay, the return question is, why should men do that? Especially girls wanting to push off marriage, push off kids till they're 30 plus years of age, when let's be honest, it's not the most healthy thing to do. Okay, and we're supposed to continue to provide and do all this for them. Why exactly? Right? Why would a guy want to like wife you up and make you the mother of his child when it goes to the grocery store, and at any given point in time there's like two dudes that have been with you in that exact same grocery store? It's like, what on earth, man?
Are you gonna protect my children from wolves? Are you gonna provide for me? Are you gonna go hunt? Get out of my face. What do you have to offer?
Good lord, I think I've had enough right there. So guys, let's just jump into today's Reddit stories and wrap up today's episode. So, but before we jump into the Reddit stories, guys, as always, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. I forgot to shout this out earlier in the video. As always, guys, you may have noticed that a lot of content creators are moving over to Locals, and the reason Locals and other platforms, and the reason for that is because we really don't know what the hell we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say. So if anything happens to the channel, guys, you'll be notified over there. Totally free to join. If you're interested in becoming a supporter, there is also exclusive content. But let's jump into some of these Reddit stories, and this one is just as disgusting as it sounds. So take a listen to this crap. This is an article in our a Reddit post in our favorite place on the internet, guys, where we learn all about modern dating from a couple of women who are 40 plus years of age and incredibly bitter. So right here we have this article that is titled, I can't even read this with a straight face, man. If you're scaring them, you're doing something right. Now let's just get this right out of the way, okay? Men are not scared of you. Men are not intimidated by you. Men just don't give a crap. If men don't want to approach you, insulting them probably doesn't help. It doesn't mean that they're scared of you. Maybe dudes just don't want to talk to you because they don't want to talk to you. I know that's an amazing, crazy thing. Men are supposed to always just want to talk to girls, but hey, maybe you're not altogether pleasant. Let's take a read. I am in grad school, but this mindset applies to any group setting, offices, friend groups, organizations, etc. My roommate told me the other day that two guys in our class had crushes on me. However, they were afraid of me and would never approach me. My roommate is a charitable person, and she acted as a liaison between me and these guys to check my level of interest. My roommate is friends with these guys, and I am not. The handbook has comprehensive vetting strategies, and I reread them often because these concepts keep me alert. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, should we cover the female dating strategies subreddit, like dating handbook? Apparently they have a handbook, and I can only imagine just how absolutely disgusting that piece of literature is. Maybe we should cover that. That'd be a hell of a lot of content, but let's continue. Prior to FDS, I would be flattered to learn someone had a crush on me. Now, all I feel is disgust that they are comfortable crushing on me, yet they're too afraid to talk to me. Why are they afraid? Because they know they have... Wow. Why are they afraid? Because they know they have nothing to offer me. They know that they would merely waste my time, and despite knowing this, they harbor a crush. What an absolutely narcissistic and entitled way to interpret somebody having a crush on you. Okay, maybe they don't, like, just take it for what it is, man. But of course, she has to say, well, he has nothing to offer me, so I'm disgusted. Maybe the guy doesn't want to talk to you. Maybe, you know, he's not interested in getting into a relationship again. Maybe he just broke up with his girlfriend. No, none of this, okay? It's just he doesn't have anything to offer her. That's amazing. I haven't done anything to these individuals. I never speak to them. They just assume that I'm a scary B-word because my standards are above whatever they could possibly offer. Boy, bye. To conclude, in all capitals, why does it feel like I'm being yelled at whenever I read these posts? If you're coming off as a scary B-word, you're vetting low-value men by simply existing. The legwork done. Yeah, okay, so if you're repulsing men... that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out fantastically for you as you consider to age. And you know what? This woman says that she's in grad school, but I kind of get the feeling that she's, you know, quite old. I don't know. We call it something different here, grad school, but Whatever. Anyway, let's continue on to the next Reddit story. So here we have one from the same subreddit. This subreddit, guys, is just so full of content that I just have to go here for like 2 seconds and there's just a bunch of crap, okay? Let's take a read. Men saying that women go on dates for free food is them admitting that they have nothing else to offer. Not compassion, not respect, not relationship equality. Wait, let me get this straight. So, if a man doesn't pay for you, right? Or if a man gets used for free food, that's what? Man, these are the same women who will say that they need 50-50, right? And both a man and a woman need to, go 50-50 and really grow together. But they don't want to split the bill. Like, what on earth, guys? Not a healthy, loving environment for which a relationship can grow and flourish in. Not safety. Money, right? Food, as if we don't have our own money to feed ourselves, as if we stand around like Sims 4 characters waiting for them to approach us with $20 entree, with a $20 entree at Olive Garden. Fellas, it's not the flex that you think it is. Edit. I had someone read this post and reply to me in a different sub telling me that my expectations were wrong and that most women shouldn't use this line of thinking as a barometer if they want to find a man. And we're the delusional ones. Absolutely. And she has a post here that says, to the male lurkers getting their panties in a twist, and she puts a media share thing. But I ain't clicking that because probably nuke the video. All right, let's take a read of some of these things before we continue on to the next one. They also forget that most women are open to different kind of dates, like a trip to the museum, a workshop, a classical concert, a sports event, or a thoughtful and appropriate event otherwise. Man. Do you guys think that a lot of men should be going out here and with the dating climate the way it is today, are you guys willing to just go out here and take these girls to concerts and do all this crap? Because the thing is, a lot of men have realized that these girls, when they're attracted to you, they'll just come right over, right? Or they'll go to like some sushi place for like 5 minutes and then they'll go back to your house. Like, there really is no need to take these... imagine you take these girls out to a sporting event as your first date. What a terrible idea, right? Absolutely terrible. But let's continue on to the last Reddit story, and then we will wrap up today's episode. All right, so this is a bit of a funny one right here. This is under a rant, and it is titled, "If He Wanted To, He Would." So I just had to block and delete a now former friend of mine after 4 years of friendship. I planned to come out his way for a short trip that included a concert. I told him 1 month in advance and then sent a 1 week reminder. I'm a planner, so this is normal for me. At the 1 month notice, he said that he'd clear his schedule and make sure he had nothing going on for the time I was out there. At the 1 week reminder, he said he was free. Of course, the night I get out there, he all of a sudden has plans to hang out with the fellas, but he'd be over after. He never made it. He got so drunk he had to be escorted home. He texted me the next day apologizing and asking when we could meet up. I told him that I already had plans for the day and that I would not alter, but if I had free time, I'd let him know. He said he'd drop everything he was doing as soon as I called. Guys, this guy is such a dumbass. Like, I've just got to come out and say it, okay? I've said this to you guys on the channel before, but I think a lot of men over apologize for crap that we have no business apologizing for, right? And now, like, this guy kind of made a mistake with the scheduling and stuff like this, but the way I see this, guys, is like, why on earth is he like sitting there waiting at her beck and call to go, oh, you know what, yeah, I'll be there available for you at any given time, blah blah blah, and he apologizes for this and he apologizes for that. Guys, just cut out the apologies, cut out all this crap of like trying to do things do what's best for yourself, guys. I'm so sick of dudes like just bending the knee and doing absolutely anything that these girls want. It's disgusting. Anyway, I had a friend cancel on me for a legit verified reason, so I called him. He was getting his oil changed. I had another friend out for dinner short later on. Does it sound like this is just a bunch of dudes? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I called him. Blah, blah, blah. I called him up and that dude had the nerve to tell me that he was going to the movies and that he'll see me after. I told him not to bother because I had an early flight the next morning and I refused to lose sleep just so you could come over. After midnight, he texts me and calls asking to come over. I have to be at the airport at 5 a.m. I see these when I wake up and I text him back, you just really had to see that movie, huh? It would have been better. It would have been just as good on Sunday when I wasn't there. I hope it was worth it. I blocked and deleted him right after. I get off the plane and I'm bombarded with snap messages and emails. I'd forgotten about those, so I blocked and deleted them too. All the text previews look to be apologies, but I don't care. He lied and took me for granted. I don't need anything like that in my life. Another one bites the dust, I guess. Stay enlightened, queens. Oh my. Oh, you know, if loneliness, forever loneliness were a post, guys, this is exactly what it would look like. And the sad thing is, right, is a lot of these girls, they'll never really be truly alone. There's always going to be some dude who's willing to come along and do absolutely anything for her, which I find absolutely disgusting. You guys... My audio just cut out right there. The difference between being alone for a man and being alone for a woman is so incredibly different. Like, if you as a guy are alone, it means that you're really alone, right? Nobody's texting you, nobody's calling you. But these girls, man, there's always going to be some simp out there ready to do absolutely everything for her, and I find that to be absolutely disgusting. But guys, we are going to be calling today's episode there. As always, don't forget to leave your thoughts, your comments, your opinions to some of the things that we have covered today. And as always, guys, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace. Yo, what is going on, guys? Past Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's video. Before you head out, there's just a few announcements that I'd like to make. The first is that my editor, who goes through all of the blood, sweat, and tears of putting together these videos for us to endure, has started his own YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the video description below, so make sure that you go and show him some support by going and giving him a sub. Also, at the very bottom of the video descriptions, there is a link for those of you who are interested in becoming an editor. I'm not sure how long I'm going to leave these applications open for, but if you're interested in working with me behind the scenes, there will be a link at the very bottom of the video description. Lastly, guys, as always, don't forget to come and join us over on Locals. You guys might have noticed that a lot of YouTube content creators are kind of branching off to different platforms, and that's because we really don't know what we're allowed to say or do, and a lot of us don't really know how long we will be around for. So guys, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. It's totally free to join. There's a support option if you're interested. There's also exclusive content and stuff like that over there, but it's totally free if you're just wanting to go and join, guys. The link is in the description, so make sure that you come and join us. But as always, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.